Hello, 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 and welcome to Courageously Kind. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Liz. We're twin sisters and best friends.
Together, we share stories of especially kind humans doing especially kind things, in hopes that these conversations motivate and inspire you to be kinder to yourself and others. When we're not speaking with an incredible guest, we'll speak directly from our hearts about what it means to us to be courageously kind. So this week we got to talk to a real-life movie star.
Dad.
Melissa is the star of the documentary short film called From My Window. It's an incredible story about Melissa, who has cerebral palsy, and her journey on climbing this giant mountain in Colorado.
It's such a beautiful story. We talk a lot about breaking down any barriers that we may have. We talk a lot about her rope team. And for her, it's a very literal rope team, but I think it's a beautiful metaphor for all of us and our support systems. And we talk all about their kindness. Melissa is such a kindness hero herself, and we have such a beautiful conversation.
It really was so wonderful. She just has such a beautiful, courageous spirit that is so inspiring, and you get inspired just by talking with her. It really is amazing. This journey was made possible through the No Barriers team. No Barriers is a wonderful organization. We're going to link them in the description of this episode that helps really a multitude of people conquer barriers and get outdoors, and it's just such a beautiful organization. No Barriers was co-founded by Eric Weinhenmeyer, who was the first blind person to ever summit Mount Everest. What? So cool. He's featured heavily in the film, and Melissa talks about her relationship with him. It's really such a wonderful conversation we just had, and we can't wait for you to hear it. I was thinking about this earlier. It feels like we're talking to a movie star.
It does. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting.
Yeah, so exciting. We watched the film and we just loved it. So thank you so much for being here with us today.
You're so welcome, guys. I'm privileged to be on today.
Jump right in. So, after your decision to climb the mountain, where did the idea for the film come from, and how did you feel about being the subject of such an awesome documentary?
So, to begin with, we started talking about, Eric and I started talking about a climb. We didn't know where or when, but when we decided to start climbing this mountain, they decided to bring in some awesome Eric's awesome filmmaking buddies, which came as a total surprise to me because I honestly did not know that a bigger film crew was coming to film this. So I got a big surprise.
Yeah.
For that. And to be honest, guys, let me tell you something. It's not easy being in front of cameras like that.
Yeah.
But I did my best, and after day one was kind of like, these cameras are so big, and I'm not you. No, so the climb came together as we picked a beautiful spot. One of my rope team members picked a beautiful spot for us to climb, and so that's awesome. And I am like, still to this day, I'm like, what just happened? It feels like yesterday.
Yeah.
It feels like yesterday, and we're heading into 2 years now.
Wow. That's wild.
Almost in September, it's gonna be 2 years.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm
Beautiful.
really shocked. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
cool. Okay, so take us through the day of the climb. The film shows sort of your preparation physically and mentally, but what was going through your mind like the day of you're gonna climb this mountain?
well, I'm going to be straightforward.
Yeah.
And I was nervous,
Yeah.
and I didn't get much sleep the night before because my they told me I needed to be to bed by 8 o'clock. Never had to be to bed by 8.
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And so they told the rope team, I should say, told me that, so I couldn't sleep all night because I
Yeah.
was so excited
Right.
and and so excited and whatnot, and so the day of the climb came, and the film crew was here at 5:30 in the morning,
Ooh.
which I had to get up at 3 in the morning.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So so going forward, we left the house about, let's say, 5:30 something
Wow.
to get out to Columbine. It's
Mhm.
in a different county. It's
Okay.
slightly in a different county than we are.
Okay.
It's in Chaffee County. So the day of the climb, I was sitting in the car going out to the climb, out to where we were gonna climb, and I was like, I had this goal in mind of climbing
Yeah.
a 13,000 foot mountain, a 13,100 foot mountain, and I was like, am I going to make it?
Yeah.
I wanted to achieve that goal.
Yeah.
So when what was running through my mind was like, I was like, what am I gonna achieve it? Am I going to fail? Am I going to achieve it? My nerves were all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Eric told me, and my rope team told me before we started this mountain climb, was like, if you don't feel comfortable starting this, if you don't feel comfortable going as far as you want, we can stop. And I'm like, that's not, I have my mind made up, and
Yeah.
we were going to 13,000, but no matter how far we went, I was still going to be proud of myself for achieving the goal. Even if I didn't make it, I was going to still be proud. You need to be proud, and you need to be happy for what you achieved. So I was happy to do that. So
Absolutely amazing.
Incredible.
I could never do.
Oh my gosh.
13,000 feet. That's crazy.
Yeah.
and my next goal, off topic, is I'm gonna hopefully climb one of these 14,000 feet mountains outside of my house.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Communicate with another program and get a different a chair that they have called a trail rider, because the freedom chair does not go up, it's too windy. So
Okay.
yeah, it's too windy still.
Yeah.
But I love to adventure, and I wonder where I got that from. And his name is Eric.
It's awesome. When you finally reach the peak of the mountain, the footage in the film is so moving. I mean, we were in tears. It was just, we were cheering you on. It was so amazing. What did that feel like to be on top of this mountain, to have made it?
It's hard to describe without tears
Yeah.
tears coming down. I
Mhm.
know. I don't have any tears, but um when I start talking about it,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
So I was on the when we finally summoned it, our
Mhm.
mountain, our climb,
Mhm.
um I I felt like I achieved my goal of 13,100 feet.
It's
And
amazing.
I never thought I, I never thought I would sit here and look out these windows of my house and wondering, what does these mountains look like? And I never thought I could make it up that high. So once I did, I went, well, you guys saw, I was overcome with a lot of emotion, and that was happy emotion, not not sad emotion.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I, I I didn't know we 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 wouldn't make it up that high,
Yeah.
and to see the beauty that surrounded me was phenomenal. I was like, I did it, and
Yeah.
stuff. And my rope team was very, very supportive, and and they we had triumphs, we had tribulations, but we made it up there. And there's a part in the film is that's very on top when we summon it. There's a part in the film where 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 Eric hands me a no barriers coin, and that's when I kind of really lost it, because he he was he he's been yeah he's been there for me since 2017. So my it just it just was amazing. We And then I wanted to go more. I wanted to go down, and they're like, "It's already 4 o'clock. We gotta go." So yeah, and I was just so happy I made it. And my rope team, I felt like didn't judge me. I made it made it that high without judging, without like stuff. So I just felt incredibly happy that we made it up there.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It
Because
definitely comes through in the film.
Yeah.
I spent most of my life, not to get off subject, but I spent most of my life being judged and told I couldn't hardly do anything. So that summit made me realize I can, and and that summit made me realize I can, and that I can do what I can do. Oftentimes people are oftentimes people with disabilities are stereotyped, and I did not feel 1 ounce of stereotype that day. I did not. They we were all on the same playing field and same fields and stuff, and they were all supportive of me that day. They even started singing some Rocky to me at the top, which you guys probably knew. And the rope team actually, when I climbed, they actually wanted to name it Mount Melissa.
I love it.
So they went to the county and they said, you actually have to be dead for 10 years before we can name a mountain after you. And I was like, I would rather be here than but we still call it the rope team, and we still call it Mount Melissa because that's the mountain I climb. Or then I call it a mountain. It's actually a peak, but to me it's a mountain.
Yeah, I love it. We'll call it Mount Melissa too.
Absolutely.
And we'll tell everyone we know.
That's awesome.
So cool. So cool.
Awesome, guys.
So the film, this is fun. I love this. This is awesome. The film has had incredible success. I mean, it's won all kinds of awards. It's been viewed by thousands of people. How does that feel?
It feels very rewarding. It feels really good and humbling that we actually made a good product, and we as myself, it makes me feel proud that I can actually show my achievements and hopefully get rid of that disabled stereotype, because with the right equipment and the right rope team, people can go out and enjoy themselves. They're not stuck to chairs. They're not set back. So I feel like spreading my story is across the world basically is phenomenal, and I'm like I said, it's like really like wow, we did this. It's like and I couldn't thank my rope team enough, and they told me, you got this, girl, and I'm still, it's a wonderful feeling, to have as many views as we have. At last check, I was checking on video like a couple of weeks ago, and we're at 150,000 views. So just keep on rolling.
Yeah.
I from my vantage point, I got a joke for you guys. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I was joking with the film crew of course they gotta name it correctly, but I was like, you should name it from my roof, from my window. I could see the neighbor's roof. I can't literally see the mountain. I can only see the neighbor's roof.
Oh my god.
Only if I stretch up like this, I can only see the neighbor's roof. They're like, oh
Oh
no.
my gosh. got a behind the scenes exclusive.
We did. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. That's so
And
funny.
yeah, I'm just enjoying my time. And like I don't know what Pin told you guys and stuff, but we had cameras all over house, and
Oh my gosh.
it
Ooh.
was a little bit out of, because
Yeah.
my mom lives here.
Mhm.
I live with her,
Mhm.
and it was out of our comfort zone
I bet.
to bring in all these cameras and took over the house. But once it was like day one was kind of like crazy, but they eventually they become friendly. And I'm like, now that they're gone, I'm like, where did they go? I
Oh.
miss the cameras. I miss the audio. I miss everything. So I'm just so grateful where this journey is taking me. This journey is taking me so far.
Yeah.
So far. From Eric speaking at college graduation in 2017 up until this point, I'm gracious for everything we've done, everything that he's taught me. And one of my one of I forgot to mention earlier. Sorry, guys. Was I was going to to thinking in the car back to that day,
Yeah.
to that climb, was like I'm going to reaches an element of no barriers. And getting outside of that comfort zone. So I pushed myself harder and harder, and I wanted to achieve that element of no barriers.
Awesome.
So awesome.
So cool. I'm speechless. It's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
So beautiful.
So awesome.
I'm glad.
We heard that your next adventure is going to be kayaking. I know it's pretty cold in Colorado right now, but how has that been going?
So that is still in the works.
Yeah.
We are working on it, and I'm in talks with someone out here in Colorado that I did another interview with. She is helping me get stuff completed, but I'm still getting used to the water. I don't like anything above my head. When I go swimming, I don't even like my head underwater, so
Yeah.
I need to get used to that. That's the number one goal. That's the number one thing I need to get used to, because if I was to flip or something in the water or something, but that's a goal of mine, and we are working to see, because I have cerebral palsy, spastic diplegia, so cerebral palsy. So we're working on to see if we can get me to sit straight and stuff. If not, I don't. I'm working on that with physical therapy and stuff. So if that's not the option, then we're working on getting. Eric said there's kayaks with because I also ski, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So so I Eric said there's kayaks with outriggers on there, which I did not know.
Yeah.
So I said I'm not doing what you did, Eric. I'll let that to the professionals. Leave that to you. But I'm not comfortable with kayaking down a river yet. So
Yeah.
we're gonna start slow. Eventually, we're gonna start slow, and we're going to and like try a river or try a lake. I mean, something calm and
Yeah.
cool and collected before we get into the real stuff. But it's just like I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do next? That's puts me past that comfort zone. So I just and then I'm like, well, maybe kayaking, maybe doing more stuff in the freedom chair. Who knows? My adventure continues, and with the awesome organization like No Barriers. I don't know if you guys have looked up No Barriers at all, but they're awesome. They help people mentally with mental, physical, physical. Not only do they help with people with disabilities, but they help people with PTSD, the veterans, everyone. So, because everyone has barriers, and they focus on at-risk youth and all that stuff. So, I just wanted to add a little piece about No Barriers in there because they're a big part of my life right now, and they continue to be. And Eric was a co-founder of No Barriers. And that's how I got to meet Penn, and that's how I got to meet Moses, and it goes down the line. That's how I got to meet most of my rope team that was on Columbine that day. I some other behind the scene footage. I don't know if I can do this on a podcast, but I ran. The medic needed help on. I ran over the medic in the first 10 minutes. That's what was shown in the film. So the medic needed med attention.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
At the time I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
What happened? But now we make light of it. Just without these people in my rope team, I don't know if I would have been where I am today.
That's so beautiful.
It's just like completely amazing and transformative. So I am so happy to talk to you guys today and all that stuff. I was looking forward to this because when I get on with somebody, I get nervous, but now I'm like, I just want to talk.
Oh, good. We're the same way.
Yeah.
We're the same way. I always get nervous, and then it's like we just talk like friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Penn is she told me you guys talked about the film a lot.
We did.
Yeah.
I'm really just so blown away. The film is so beautifully done.
Oh my gosh.
And it's also, your story is just so amazing, and I want to tell everybody about it and share it with everybody. It's just awesome.
You. Yeah, go right ahead.
I will.
And then tell them people to share it.
Right? Get those views.
Yeah.
I love it. It's awesome.
And I'm also gonna start independently showing it
Yeah.
at different places too.
Yes. That would be
So
awesome.
I'm headed hopefully to one of our ski resorts this weekend.
Oh, cool.
And I get to ski in a Bay Unique, which is a by ski, which is a ski closer to the ground.
Oh, cool.
I love skiing, by the way, too.
Awesome.
That's
In the
awesome.
winter time,
Yeah.
Yeah.
really cool. But they asked me, but the person in the film, he's probably gonna be my instructor for the
Oh,
weekend.
cool.
And he said, "Do you want to share your film at this event one of the nights while you're here?" Like, yeah.
Yes. It's awesome.
I'm just very excited to share my story, and I can't believe how far it's going.
Yeah.
It's going all over the world. It's been shown nationally, internationally. It's going to Sedona, Arizona.
I'm wearing a Sedona, Arizona sweatshirt right now. That's so funny.
That's funny. And I told my one of my rope team members, because we talk often. I said, it's going. Something's wrong with this picture. Physically, I'm sitting in a Stockholm while virtually I'm touring the country where it's so warm.
Right?
This is not fair.
That's so funny. Oh, this is real winter. Oh.
That's not fair. But I get it. But
Yeah.
I get it. So it's really fun to you said how you are feeling. I think it's real fun. It's real fun to sit here and relax and see the film run around like what. And one thing I forgot to bring up was that I think I don't ever this if you have a disability or not, you can get outside or achieve your goals. You don't have to sit back and say, I can't. You have to get out there. And one of my favorite sayings is actually our no barriers model. What's within you is stronger than what's in your way. So
I love that.
And I keep on figuring out how to overcome my barriers. Sometimes they're harder than I expect, and sometimes I'm a little down, but then I with my amazing rope team, and I don't just mean like calling my rope team, I mean external rope team, like my physical therapist, my mom. She is helping me a lot, and my physical therapist is helping me, and when I get down and out, like, oh no, I can't surpass this barrier. It's like, yes, you can. Just you gotta get in with your physical therapist, whatever. So, like the other day, I had a little bit of tendonitis in my hand, and I'm like, oh no, am I down for a few days? And then yeah, I ended up down, and I felt defeated. But I talked to my physical therapist, and he was like, "Let it be. You just gotta let your hand rest, and you don't feel defeated. You're good. You're good." So I'm I'm I know in my mind that I if I get into a funk, I can I know the right strings, the right people, the right music, the right things to get me in the right headspace again. Just yeah, so that is
Awesome.
my story right now. Anyway, more to come.
Yeah,
We can't wait.
We
We can't
love
wait
it.
to see what's to come.
The
So
journey continues.
I love it. Melissa, thank you so much for being here with us
Awesome.
today.
You guys too, and good luck in your studies.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'd like to give a huge thank you to Animals Landscape Contracting for their support of Courageously Kind.
Anawaltz is a family-owned landscape contracting company in Berks County that has served Pennsylvania for over 35 years.
If you're ready to get your landscaping project started, visit animallandscape.com or call 610-916-7070.
Anawaltz Landscape Contracting, beautifying Pennsylvania 1 yard at a time.
Thank you so much for listening. If you like this episode, feel free to share it with your friends, your family, or anyone you think might like it too.
And if you want to support the show, leave us a review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. It really does help. Or check out our merch store at courageouslykind.org. Take good care, and we'll see you back here real soon.